Hello. Okay, I'm going to share this really quick. So I have homework on my own personal growth of being honest, sharing my real reason why, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. As to why I started coaching, and I'm gonna try to not make it too long because I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, so I'm not going to. Yeah, so crap. Okay, I just need to. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna share this to my personal Facebook page, group, person, profile, God dang it, whatever it is, and then we're just going to dive in and get this over with, and okay. Crap. Okay, now we're going to close out of that. Okay, hello everybody, my name is Jessie Wallaker. I am a health and mindset coach, and I focus on helping strong women overcome the limiting beliefs around food and fitness in order to create a lasting healthy habit change, so it's like no big deal and where they can move forward and live. And that has been kind of a growing and progressing kind of niche that I've gone into. So the reason that I started out with health coaching is because I have always been into fitness and health, and started in high school, helped friends throughout there, helped family as well when they had questions, and then moved on to college and hoping to go into that career field as well. But one of the problems I ran into is I am not very good with school, in the sense that I love learning, I love taking in information, but in order to pass and to share how much I know in school sense, I don't do well. So like taking tests and showing work and that kind of stuff, I can take it in, but the whole regurgitation process to get it out on paper doesn't go well for me. So I struggled with school, and the scariest part was realizing my senior year of high school that you know, people don't have like good grades on homework and extra credit and projects and then fail at taking tests. That's not normal. So realizing that your senior year of high school and going into college, knowing that a large majority of your success is based off of tests, was absolutely terrifying. So it was like a solid year or two of trying to get help where I could, of reaching out to tutors and extra help, and talking to my professors and getting help from classmates, and eventually taking a test to see like, am I dyslexic, and are you going to be able to help me if I am, and getting the results coming back that it was inconclusive, because how they put it as, if I do have it, I've had it for so long that I've just learned to mask it, and there's no conclusive like data for them to say if it's real or not, and then they really can't say for sure how to help. So that was step one in the struggle of wanting to excel and wanting to help people and live out my passion, but knowing that in the school sense, I wasn't going to be able to do it the way that I thought. So I learned and grew in other areas, but also since health was my interest and I had this big goal of becoming a bodybuilder and going out on stage and being competitive, that I'm overweight. I have a little extra fluff, but I also have some muscle underneath me, so I don't like the BMI scale to begin with, just a side note, because on there I'm obese just by height and weight, but it's because of muscle. Anyways, so I wanted to lose weight in order to live that dream of being a bodybuilder, and I went about it the wrong way, where I was dieting and limiting my calories as if I was already lean and just needed to like lose a couple extra pounds for the show. but I needed about like 20 in order to even be close to getting ready for a competition of what I thought. So I was strictly limiting my calories and adding in a lot of exercise, and I at some points thought to myself, like, I love watching documentaries. I watch documentaries and children's movies, and that's like the base of what Netflix like suggests for me. But so let me get that out of there. Calories. Oh, so on there they talk about, or I was watching one on people with eating disorders and how they did a lot of the same things that I do. But I can't have that problem because I'm doing it for health, and I'm doing it for the right reasons and the good reasons, and it's not like, I'm not that obsessed about losing weight, am I? So that's one of the first indicators that maybe this isn't like a very good thing. But I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want anyone else to know this. So then I got into as well, when I would get frustrated and stressed out and the whole limiting calories and running on empty was getting old, that I would stress eat as well. So I would overeat in that sense. And then all of a sudden, like, I would fill until I couldn't like force anything else in, and it would be to the point like where I would just have to sit and focus on not throwing up, and that was like the next hour for me. And it got to a point where it was like, you know what, if I don't throw up, then I don't have a problem. And that was literally how I saw it, is if I don't throw up, I don't have a problem. But that right there is a problem. It is not normal for you to eat so much that you have to focus on not throwing up. And I wanted so badly to say that I had control, that I wasn't like spiraling or things just weren't crazy for me, because people thought that I was healthy and I was living a good life and just conquering my goals and shooting past my dreams and like making things a reality. And I put the pressure to live up to that on myself and try to be this perfect person that I'm not, that no one is and no one's looking for. They're looking for a real raw person, but I didn't want to show that because that's too real. That's too much. So then I started like getting more stressed out and started thinking, maybe I have anxiety, but I can handle it. I know what I need to do. I know to like not stress about things. I know that I should be breathing and I shouldn't like hold my breath and I shouldn't like take these things so seriously. And like it was getting better for my freshman year of my freshman year of college, where I would call my mom every single day, like freaking out about something, because with the dyslexia and major changes, I was just losing it. But I had a handle on it, and it was better than it's been before, so it couldn't really be that either. And then it got to a point where it was worse. It got even more so, because this was before, if you've been my friend for a while, you know that I posted another video where talking about why I'm leaving college. And it was like before that I went through like this very sad, dark depression. But I didn't want to say that I had depression, even though the whole WebMD, like if you look at it, you're gonna die kind of thing. Well, I looked at it and I had all the symptoms of depression, but I didn't want to admit that because, WebMD is kind of the extreme, so it's never really right. And I mean, the last time I tried to get tested for something, it came back negative or inconclusive, so I don't want to make another hustle bustle or whatever about that. So we're not going to worry about it. Even though it's hard to get out of bed, even though finding food for myself seemed like it drained energy from me, even though smiling at work was like the hardest thing I had to do, even though I wanted to cry so badly for absolutely no reason. And no, it wasn't my time of the month. It was just because I was so stressed and lost, and all of the things that I was passionate about and I was changing my life for and making moves for started like going away. my passion for fitness started going away, I didn't want to eat because it was so much work, and things just got worse and worse and worse, and I started questioning everything that I was doing. And that's when I hit the breaking point and realized, I wrote notes as well, that's why I'm looking down. I realized that as I was writing this stuff too, that I was the first person that I ever coached, because I didn't get the help that I should have gotten. I didn't reach out and let people in because I wanted to keep up that facade that I had it all together. So I worked my way through. I got information wherever I could. I worked on myself more than I ever had before, and actually put myself first and didn't tell myself that I had to measure up to a certain thing before I was eligible or okay for whatever it was. I was able to get past that and get out of that, and made that choice to leave college, and then after that everything else just started falling into place. I started doing fitness more. I got a job to teach classes, and then a manager job, and then I bought a house, and then I moved, and then I started looking into coaching, and then it just rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled from there. And I think that's been the coolest thing about it all, is how, and also just realizing too that it wasn't because I can lose weight. It's not because I can show people how to do it. I can show people how to live healthier lives. I can show them how to get out of dark places and to show themselves love and grace, and to remind themselves that they're only human. To make this a real life thing and not just something that works when it's convenient. And that's been my biggest thing, and my biggest struggle with this too, is that it's really trendy to post about how you can help people lose 10 pounds. It's really trendy to show them how to eat healthy and to write up a plan, and it's trendy to do workout programs and things like that. But that's not what I want to do, because that's not what I needed. Because I knew it was healthy. I knew what or where to look for recipes and where to look for nutrition facts, so I didn't need somebody to tell me that. I enjoyed doing that. I didn't need somebody to tell me what to work out or how to do it. That was my time. That was the thing that I looked forward to, so I didn't need somebody else to do that for me. And it just went on and on and on, and turned into the coaching that I'm doing now. And the coaching that is, I think, confusing for some people because it is so specific and so very different from what is mainstream, but it's also so needed. And like I said at the beginning, this was kind of my homework was for myself and from my coach, to kind of put out the timeline of why I got started coaching and how it's affected me and why I got to this point. Because it's not just to, to help people lose weight. Really, that's a side effect of working with me, is losing weight and eating healthy. Even though it's something we talk about, it's not the main focus. It's more creating your life and making sure that it's balanced and doable, so you don't fall into spirals, so you don't stress out when things get rough, so you don't freak out when it's difficult, and you don't worry when it doesn't go your way. You understand to roll with the punches. You understand that, if you do have anxiety or depression, that it's never fully going to go away, but you understand how to deal with it, and you're not drinking it away, and you're not popping pills, and you're not harming yourself in any sense to numb it. You're actually taking care of yourself to fix it. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a psychologist or anything along those lines, so I can't legally tell you how to do all of this stuff, but I can help you, and that's one of the things that I'm so happy and excited to do more of, is really just help you understand that, one, you're not alone. You are not alone, but this is something that people don't want to talk about because it is very touchy, and they want to put up the wall of having it together, and that they have this strength, and that it's doable, but it's hard, and people are falling apart, and instead of asking for help, they're making it worse. So hopefully that made sense. I'm hoping that this isn't too terribly long. Yes, that clock is broken, so it has not moved. So there's that. But I just wanted to put that out there. I hope that it makes sense. And if it does, awesome. If it doesn't, let me know. Either way, I would love to chat about it because this is something that is also kind of new to me. And if you're on my personal profile, I've been, or if you haven't been checking lately, I've switched up my coaching a bit in order to do this stuff. I'm gonna multitask and put stuff away. In order to really own the coaching that I want to do and own the program and own the way that I want to help people, rather than just copying and pasting what everyone else is doing and what everyone else is saying is working, because it works for them, but if I'm not happy and if I'm not passionate about it, then it's not going to work for me and for my clients and the people that I do want to help and that I can help. So, before I go into even more of a tangent, that is all I wanted to do today. To start off your wonderful Monday with talking about my past problems and how I got past them, but also just to tell you that there is a way to go about it. Everyone has a face up, but is always struggling with something. So to always be kind, lend a listening ear if you can, and actually hear where they're coming from, not just physically be there unless they want you to, and to know that you don't have to go it alone. To let people in, and when you do, that actually helps with getting through things and helps with the whole recovery process. But again, that is all I've got for you today. I hope you all are having a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful week. If you have any questions or want to chat more about this, I would love to. I'm going to just be packing it up and taking it easy the rest of the day. So I will be open and available to chit chat. But again, otherwise, have a wonderful week and hopefully talk to you guys again real soon. Bye.